Panchatantra stories are more than simple children's tales. Written nearly 3,000 years ago, they are timeless guides to human behavior, strategy, and morality. While entertaining, these stories offer profound lessons for both personal and professional life. Today, we explore a story that underscores a vital truth: disguising your true self, deceiving others, or relying on superficial appearances is ultimately dangerous. The story, The Fox and the Indigo Tank: Lessons in Integrity and the Perils of Deception. In a dense forest lived a hungry fox. One day, while roaming near a village on the forest's edge in search of food, it was suddenly chased by dogs. To escape, the fox darted into a nearby house. Inside, there was a large tank of indigo, a deep blue dye. Without realizing it, the fox fell into the tank. When it emerged, its fur had turned entirely blue. The fox, fascinated by its new appearance, hatched a cunning plan. It returned to the forest and introduced itself to the other animals as a divinely created special creature. "I have been sent by the gods," it declared, "to rule over all of you." Its striking indigo color and confident speech intimidated the other animals, who accepted it as their king. For some time, the fox ruled over the forest, looking down on others of its kind and keeping them at a distance. It even prevented other foxes from coming close, relishing its illusion of superiority. But deception has a way of revealing itself. One night, while the fox tried to communicate in the secret language of the forest foxes, it unintentionally spoke in its natural tone. The other animals immediately recognized that it was not a divine creature but one of their own kin. Realizing they had been deceived, they were enraged. The animals collectively attacked the fox, exposing its lies, and killed it. The moral: this story carries a clear moral. Pretending to be someone you are not and deceiving others is perilous. Lies, false appearances, and deceit may work temporarily, but the truth eventually emerges. Other key lessons include: integrity matters. Your true abilities and character define you, not superficial appearances. Deception is unsustainable. Lies may offer short term gains but often lead to long term consequences. Trust is fragile. Misleading others damages relationships, credibility, and reputation. Corporate parallels: the forest in this story mirrors any corporate ecosystem. The animals represent colleagues, managers, or clients, and the fox's blue fur symbolizes superficial appearances, exaggerations, or false credentials. In today's workplace, there are many indigo foxes attempting to gain influence through deception rather than merit. 1. Overstated abilities. Example: a junior manager claimed experience leading large scale projects. Initially, senior leaders were impressed, granting responsibility. When the manager struggled with execution, their shortcomings became evident and credibility was lost, much like the fox when its natural voice revealed itself. 2. Misleading communication and credit stealing. Example: in one project, a team member presented work done by others as their own. While management initially praised them, peers eventually noticed discrepancies, leading to formal reprimands and damaged career prospects. 3. Superficial appearance versus actual value. Example: an employee heavily emphasized a polished portfolio, flashy presentations, and impressive titles, but lacked deep technical knowledge. During critical problem solving sessions, their lack of understanding became obvious, undermining their credibility permanently. 4. The limits of fear and authority. Just as the fox used its striking color and speech to intimidate the forest animals, some managers attempt to rule through superficial authority or fear. While this may temporarily ensure compliance, employees eventually recognize the lack of substance. Over time, this can trigger resistance, conflict, or organizational failure. Personal life reflections. The lessons from this story extend beyond the workplace into everyday life. Pretending to be someone you are not, whether in social circles, friendships, or online personas, carries risks. 1. Relationships and trust. Example: a friend pretended to have achievements they did not, hoping to impress a social circle. When the truth emerged, relationships were strained and trust was lost. The temporary admiration was far outweighed by the damage caused. 2. Social media personas. On social platforms, individuals often portray idealized versions of themselves, curating lives that are more glamorous than reality. While this may earn likes or followers, the disconnect between perception and reality can have consequences: loss of credibility, criticism, or personal stress. 3. Family and community. Pretending in familial or community settings, claiming wealth, experience, or status can also erode long term relationships. People value authenticity and sincerity over superficial appearances. Extended reflections. 1. Temporary gains are not worth long term losses. 2. Authenticity builds respect. 3. Self deception is dangerous too. 4. The value of humility. Conclusion. The story of the fox and the indigo tank is a timeless reminder. Deception may provide short term advantage, but truth eventually surfaces. In the corporate world, employees, managers, and leaders must prioritize integrity over superficial appearances. In personal life, authenticity nurtures trust and lasting relationships. Today, many indigo foxes exist in offices, exaggerating titles, embellishing achievements, or projecting false authority. But just as the forest animals eventually uncovered the fox's true identity, reality always catches up. Ultimately, the Panchatantra teaches us: do not rely on disguise, deception, or false appearances. Be authentic, honest, and patient. Success built on integrity endures, while achievements built on lies are fleeting. In life, as in the forest, authenticity is your true strength. Superficial colors, like the fox's indigo coat, may impress temporarily, but they cannot replace substance. Remember, maintain your real color, act with integrity, and build credibility. Otherwise, the indigo fox's fate is a cautionary tale you may soon relive.